Hi there Aquarius, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This will be your weekly intuitive reading for November 23rd through to the 29th. Aquarius, let's see what's on the cards for you. As always, I'm starting with the Work Your Light Oracle, pulling you an energy from here, then an overarching tarot card from the Moonchild Tarot. I'll be getting out your tarot story with the Rider-Waite clarified with the Radiant Rider today. So let's get started, Aquarius. Let's see what that overarching energy is. Oh, it's turning over into my hand. I have got Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? You know, triggering can be that feeling of wanting to be, reactive when somebody says or does something. And it can come from obviously, past experience or past trauma, or, we've experienced that pattern before. But, when something's triggering us, it's really a moment for us to stop and look and see that maybe we also hold that pattern within ourselves. And it can also mean that that behavior or that person or that experience is triggering for us because we haven't resolved or integrated that piece for ourselves. Sometimes we project it onto others. So it's just a little reminder, guys, to, know that there is much learning in our triggers with others, okay? So may or may not be related to the tarot story that's coming through. But it's an opportunity to stop and look at, whether things are in alignment with you as well. Okay, let's get your overarching tarot energy, Aquarius. That one there, okay. Oh, the Magician. Absolutely love this energy. The Magician is an awakening, and it's an awakening, Aquarius, to the fact that you actually have all of the tools and resources within yourself to either create, manifest, or transform your reality. You have that emotional intelligence of the Cup, you have the intellect of the Sword, the power and the passion of the Wand, and the resourcefulness of the Pentacle, right? You might not have all the resources, but you have resourcefulness, which means that you can actually, create or find the resources that you need. Now, the real message with the Magician is as above, so below, other way around, you know what I mean? And what that really is that, it's the energy that we are putting out from our heart space, from our beliefs, all of that out into the world. We always magnetize back a vibrational match for that, because that is how we experience the world. That's, we attract back that validation for how we really see our circumstances. So whenever I say the Magician, it means that you are moving into a time where maybe you are manifesting more powerfully, more quickly than usual. So just make sure that you are putting the energy out into that world, or into your relationships, your work, that you want to receive back. And there's that real saying, fake it till you make it. With manifestation, it's not like, okay, I want a, 3-bedroom house. It hasn't turned up. Disappointed. You have to feel what it's like to, once I have that, how will I feel? Just really see it, be it, believe it, feel it. And that is when you can really start attracting it, because you already have the energy of that thing, so that you're actually vibrating at a match for that. So that's where the fake it till you make it comes, and that's where the visualization and meditation is really important. You actually have to feel what it's like to have that, be it, whatever, before that actually arrives. Otherwise, you won't be attracted to in the first place. I believe in that anyway, guys, and why not give it a go? So let's get out the tarot aspects for you, beginning with the energy of the recent past. Energies leaving, completing, transitioning in your life, Aquarius. Well, I'll take the one that's left in my hands here. I have got the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups isn't just, new beginnings in love. It can be new beginnings with something that is fulfilling, finding fulfillment. Also can be transformation. Let's get the current or focus energy out here. I have got, okay, maybe it's love, because I've got the Two of Cups here now as well. Yeah, okay, so you might have been triggered by a partner, and then you're using that trigger to transform, to manifest the connection in a different direction. Aries energy here, the Fool, maybe a fresh new start. I've got the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck here. Let's go to clarifiers. I'm interested to kind of see what the other level of information is, because this looks pretty amazing from the first row, but the clarifiers really give that extra layer of information. Clarifying the Ace of Cups for you. I will be taking this one, the Ace of Swords, because when I had that little drop before, the Ace of Swords was appearing to me as well. This is total breakthrough energy. Maybe that mirror or trigger has been a massive revelation for you. Victory, Six of Wands. I'm not seeing really anything bad here at all, which is fantastic. There's no, bad or energies really in the tarot. I mean, even the Tower is a blessing in disguise. Two of Swords. There is most definitely, though, a new path opening up in this and a decision to be made. Coming from the Five of Pentacles, which is interesting. Let's put that one down here. Yeah, what I'm kind of feeling here now that I see that Five of Pentacles energy is Aquarius is that potentially you are transforming your situation from a time of hardship, and there's this real sense of rebirth out of that. Maybe it's because you've been really tuning into that Magician energy, or maybe you're about to do that now. I normally start over here, but what is really interesting now that I've just turned over the Five of Pentacles, look what I'm left with. Two number 4s on each side. Now, just to talk to that quickly before we go to the 5, the 4s can be the fear, the holding on really tight, keeping yourself constricted, the staying in the comfort zone, right? And there's this energy of saying, like, it's time to transform out of that. Feel the fear, let go, and move with the situation, and we'll see how that plays out in the reading. Now, Five of Pentacles here, your first energy, means that maybe you have been journeying some loss, some lack, some hardship. Could be monetary loss, due to the pandemic, a job loss, or having to, move homes or that kind of thing. It can also be a feeling of isolation. Sometimes we can be in a relationship and feel isolated. We can be in a work team and feel like we're left out or carrying the load or something like that. So it can be that energy. Now, the message with the Five of Pentacles is that we need to see the big picture. Yeah, we might have been going through a hard time or journeying some hardship, but that will pass, and maybe it's a part of, the lesson of the greater plan for you, something that you needed to experience. But just knowing that, at a number 5, it's your key actions now in this present moment. No, they can't change the past, but your actions in this present moment create your future. The Magician knows that, right? That's the awakening you've been having. Even in your darkest times, the universe is with you. These people are actually passing the church there, right? So it's that real message of don't get caught up in what's missing from your life. Otherwise, you can miss the good stuff. And there's a lot of good stuff in this reading. And maybe that's your awakening as the Magician. It's, realizing that you can create, you can transform this Five of Pentacles reality. Let's call that your base metal. You can, transform this into the gold that I see in this reading. So we've talked about the Magician. You're having an awakening to the fact that you can turn things around, and that it's in this here moment, the action that you take, that creates your future. And I just think that that is a massive breakthrough for you. Aquarius, look at this, double aces, Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords can be that revelation, that truth that we've just talked about. It can be a clear and honest communication that needs to be had, or you will be having. It is some kind of victory, and with the Six of Wands in the reading, it really is a breakthrough to victory. And the Ace of Cups for me is standing for the fact that through transforming your situation, by making good decisions in this present moment, and we've got that decision coming up, that you can actually begin to find real emotional fulfillment in the situation too. Ace of Cups is really tuning into all of that, that joy and that sensual pleasure in your life. It's kind of like, if you're coming from lack, this is your cup runneth over with all of the good stuff. It can be a new beginning in love. It's sort of like a new beginning in fulfillment. Maybe this is finding fulfillment again after a real period where you really felt like you were lacking that in your life. So both cards of transformation, revelation, truth, really, really beautiful energy. Now, This could have been a journey in partnership for absolute sure, guys, with the Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is undoubtedly, you know, partnership energy. It can be with soulmates in a love context. It can be with best friends, you know, people that you work with. Sometimes we have karmic partners in other areas of our life, like the person that helps us with our career, like a special mentor or somebody that just, you know, we really connect with and share our heart with. But there's some kind of victory in a partnership, in a soul partnership this week. So it could say that if you've been in a tougher time, maybe a time when you weren't getting along, or there was financial debt that put stress or strain on the relationship, whatever it is that you have personally journeyed this year, this is that, not necessarily being completely over, but this is the breakthrough in that we're coming back together. We know the worst is behind us. We are rebuilding towards victory, getting our power back, you know, and that person in the Six of Wands is grasping that Ace of Wands. It's through your own inspired action that you have transformed the situation and turned it around. You've had that opportunity of the wand with the Magician, has wand, will use it, will transform situation and claim victory. So there's a new pathway opening up here as well with the Fool and the Two of Swords. So this is interesting. This could indicate that new beginning in the partnership, right? With the Two of Swords, though, it really says there are some options to be weighed up. And I think the decision is whether to go for whatever this new start, this new beginning is. So, you know, the Two of Swords says, okay, really feel into your heart, use your fact, logic, and intuition, but don't let your emotions sway you. That's how we make that clear decision. And the Fool says it's really time to follow your rebel heart and take this leap of faith. And I think it could be on this partnership, right? You know, the leap of faith is about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Don't hold on to the past. Don't let maybe past hardships or what you've journeyed in the past put you off. This is about going fearlessly into that new start. And, you know, yes, there will be other challenges in the future. There always is in partnerships and relationships. But we just need to sometimes, you know, go into them and without worrying, you know, how's it all going to end up? Are we going to get married? Is it going to... Oh, don't worry, just be in each and every moment. Now, I wouldn't mind just drawing another card though, guys, for to see if I can get any more information about what the kind of the new path is. And I'm kind of feeling it's a new beginning in terms of this connection. I don't intend to turn these into love readings, guys, but if the cards go that way, then that's what happens. Huh. Wheel of Fortune. Well, it's really saying, okay, one more, it's going to be that one there, Justice. Yeah. Okay, what this is saying to me is that this change that you're experiencing, this shift from that lack into, okay, now we're coming back together, is predestined for this connection. There is a karmic connection here, and there's a sense of turning the tables, of the karmic rebalancing, right? I'm not feeling a separation, even though there's justice here that can be legal proceedings. I'm feeling coming back into balance because of the change or modification that Magician energy has brought into this for you, by taking control, by turning things around, by having a breakthrough. It could be, you know, adjusting your behavior. If you were getting triggered and reacting, you've done some work on yourself, some transformation. It's repaired the connection. We're walking a new path together and we're claiming a victory, and we're going to make sure that we don't keep playing small in it. Karmic contract, you know, this is the justice time, but it's a justice that brings us back into harmony. This is the card of Libra for those of you that like to know. So that is what I am seeing here for you, Aquarius. This is some kind of connection that is getting back on track after hardship, after a series of triggers, transformed by that Magician energy. Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope that for whoever this reading was for, you found it helpful and it gave you some insight and guidance. Just keeping in mind, can't be everybody's reading every week. Sometimes it is, sometimes pieces are, and sometimes it's just not. Feel free to drop me a comment. I do read them all, guys, and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you and connect with your energy. And Aquarius, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you back here next week for another reading. Bye for now.